Chapter 28, Panicking. We were more than late for the lunch bell and caught the sideways glance from the secretary at the office as we banged on the main doors through the glass. "You two are late. Get to," she began as she let us in, but I cut her off. "Sean Wickham was just hit by a car," I said. "Oh my God," the secretary gasped, holding her hand over her mouth. Mr. Loxley burst out of his office in a panic, the same fear I saw in Sarah's eyes flashing on his face. He must have been within earshot of the news. It was likely just hard to believe. "Is that what those sirens are? What happened?" he asked. "We were walking back from the store, and the car lost control. The police are still there," I said. "Shit," he said. And what should have shocked me in the principal swearing in front of students was washed over in the light of what happened. "Did the police speak with you yet?" "No," I said, and Sarah began to cry. Not just cry, but wail as the shock began to wear off. The emotion sank in, and reality hit us hard as the car hit Sean. "Okay, stay here and wait for them," he said to us, helping Sarah into the same bench I sat on waiting for my first day to start. "Linda, call the Wickhams," he yelled, and grabbed his jacket from the front door and made for the parking lot. "Stay here and take care of Sarah," he said, eyes locking with mine to make sure I understood him. He waited for me to nod and then ran to his car. His tires squealed as he rushed to the scene of the accident. We were waiting for the police as announcements were made, and the audible murmur of the school began to flood the halls as the sound of trauma affecting the school began to play with the human feedback at a rock concert. The police came around the second afternoon period, and they took our statements and confirmed that Sean wasn't walking on the road but on the shoulder. I remember getting mad at the presumption that Sean might be at fault for his accident, and the car crossed the yellow line to hit him. And then the sight of both of them being lifted into the ambulance snapped me back into reality. They might both be dead. We might just not know. I couldn't remember if I had found a pulse when I froze over Sean in the ditch. Sarah wept for most of the afternoon and only stopped to ask me, "Can you drive me to the hospital?" "Yeah," I said. We found Kylie and made sure we could get a ride with Jay first, and took her car to the hospital. Or I made sure she could get a ride with Jay first and took her car to the hospital. I drove, which was still illegal as my license hadn't arrived yet. But it only crossed my mind as we passed the accident scene and saw the cruiser still parked there and the constable doing paperwork in the driver's seat. We got to the hospital and parked in a free spot a few blocks away, and then went in to wait. Chapter 28, getting kind of heavy. Hope you guys like it. And description for the book is in the links for the book are in the description below.